Welcome to your new SenseHub monitoring system. In this video, we will guide you through installing your SenseHub system. At any time throughout installation, members of the Allflex technical team are standing by to assist you. Before we get started, let's review the system hardware. At the SenseHub controller location, here are the components required. SenseHub controller, Nano station, power converter, socket box, 55-volt power supply, 2 Ethernet cables, mounting pole, miscellaneous hardware. When you receive your SenseHub system, the Nano station and SenseHub controller bracket will already be attached to the mounting pole. Additionally, the power converter will be already plugged into the Nano station. At the computer location, here are the components required: Nano access point, computer, router, 2 Ethernet cables. First, you will set up the Nano access point to provide an internet signal to the SenseHub controller location. To begin, plug the 24-volt power supply of the Nano access point into a 110-volt outlet plug and verify power. Once you see the LED, plug one of the Ethernet cables into the PoE port of the power supply and the Nano access point. The access point will turn on. Next, plug the second Ethernet cable into the LAN port of the power supply and any available Ethernet port in the router. Do not plug the LAN port into the internet input. Now, position the Nano access point so it is facing the location of the SenseHub controller. Choose a location for the computer. Plug the computer power supply into the computer and the wall. Once the computer is on, establish an internet connection. The computer must be on the same internet network as the SenseHub controller in order to use the web-based application locally. Second, you will choose a location for the SenseHub controller. Remember, the controller will read approximately 1,300 feet in front and 330 feet on the sides and back. Some helpful tips in deciding the controller location are avoid metal, avoid trees, avoid walls if possible. Before installing the controller and Nano station, you will run a signal test to make sure the Nanos can connect. To do this, you will use the Nano station and its 24-volt power supply. Unplug the power converter from the Nano station and set it to the side until the test is complete. When you determine a good location for the SenseHub controller, find the closest 110-volt power outlet and verify there is power. Once you see the LED light come on, plug an Ethernet cable into the Nano station and the PoE side of the switch. Point the Nano station towards the Nano access point. It will take approximately 1 minute for the Nanos to establish a connection. Once they are connected, you will see signal lights appear. Anything at or above orange and red is acceptable signal strength. After power and internet signals have been tested and confirmed, you are ready to begin installation. Now that the Nano signal test has been completed, remove the Ethernet cable from the Nano station and 24-volt power supply. You will use that Ethernet cable elsewhere later in the installation. Set the 24-volt power supply to the side and plug the power converter back into the Nano station. From this point forward, you will only use the 55-volt power supply to provide power to the SenseHub controller and Nano station. The power supply will be housed inside the socket box, which provides a safe, secure, and dry place for the power supply. Using the 2 screws provided, mount the socket box close enough to the power outlet so the power cord can reach without stretching. Make sure to mount the socket box so the cord divots are facing the ground. This will prevent any possible condensation from rain or snow from going into the socket box. Keep in mind, the socket box is usually mounted in a place where cows are. Be sure it's located in an area where cows can't lick, bite, scratch their head, etc. on the socket box. Once the socket box is mounted, plug the 55-volt power supply into the outlet and place it inside. Third, you are ready to mount the controller and Nano station. Using 4 screws provided, secure the pole mount no less than 6 feet off the ground. Once the pole mount is secure, position the SenseHub controller on the controller bracket. Tighten the screw to secure the controller to the mount. Plug one end of an Ethernet cable into the PSE port of the SenseHub controller and the other end into the power converter. Plug the second Ethernet cable into the data power out port of the 55-volt power supply and into the PD port of the SenseHub controller. Point the Nano station towards the Nano access point. Point the controller towards the area where the cows are going to be monitored. Now, use coax clamps and zip ties provided to secure wires. After this is done, secure the lid on the socket box. Return to the computer location, be sure it is still connected to internet, and start TeamViewer. Once all of these steps are completed, contact Allflex Livestock Intelligence technical support team to complete registration of your new SenseHub monitoring system. Call 608-237-3170 and press option 1.